to another episode of the Championship Manager 3 series where we are currently playing as Oxford United and we're in the First Division. Now, if you haven't seen the other parts, then please do. But what's the current story at the moment is that the famous Diego Maradona has joined Oxford as a 38-year-old, trying to help Oxford really go up from where they are in this game. This is 1999, 98, 99 season. Of course, this when Oxford United were very in problems with money. They were bankrupted literally, and this is actually very similar to what actually happened in real life. They in this game they're 13 million in debt. Uh, we had to literally put the whole team for sale, and the problem is no one is being sold. And it also meant that I couldn't not bring any players in, only on frees or loans. And because the status of the club being very bankrupt, not it wasn't very appealing to many players. So you could see from the tone of my voice that this game save has been very difficult. And I hate to say it, that I think we have failed in keeping Oxford up into the First Division. We've actually hit a record of in the game of most games without a win. We've had 15 games without a win, and if I just show you what's been going on, it's very likely that I think this is how dire states the club is in. That the board are still happy how I'm performing, and they're very concerned about the money. But if it was a different club and they didn't have any money worries or anything like that, I would have been sacked a long time ago. Despite me trying different formations, just nothing is working, and with limited success in the loan players coming in, and also not many players going out, I think this could be possibly one of the toughest challenges you could face in any Championship Manager game. So it'd be interesting if any of you have actually gone into Championship Manager 3 and been the Oxford boss. I would say that is a really good challenge for you, especially if you've been to other clubs and you've done very well, is to see if you can go into Championship Manager 3 and become the Oxford United boss and see if you can get out of the First Division, or stay in the First Division. But anyway, here's we're in April the 3rd, 1999, so we're near the end of the season now, and you can see here by the string results on the right hand side here that it's been it's just been defeat on defeat. We've had the rare points sometimes, but you can see there that there's not been many wins at all. We got to the third round in the League Cup surprisingly, but we did lose to Leeds. But you can see there's 5-0 defeats, 4-0 defeat at home to Bristol City, 5-1 defeat to Sunderland, but Sunderland are very good. And then as time went on, we had two drawn matches against Huddersfield and Watford, and then only lost to Wolves 1-0 and did lose to Sheffield United. But that's when Dean Windass got sent off after just 17 minutes. So we were a bit unlucky there. Now, a lot of you are asking, how did Maradona getting on? Obviously, with the club doing so badly, it's no surprise that Maradona has been a complete flop in the game. He hasn't done very well at all. Here we go. He's had 25 league appearances, 6 as sub, 2 goals, 1 assist, 2 yellow cards, and an average rating of 5.81, which is very poor. If you've got an average rating below 6 after 20 odd games, you know that they're really off form. So it's likely that he is going to be leaving at the end of the contract, which actually is not for another 3 years. So I'll probably would put him on the transfer list and he'll probably leave. He's on £4,100 per week, which is one of the highest wage earners in the club, and he just does not deserve it. If we look at the wage here, you can see he is with Watson and Tate. At least Watson has done a pretty okay season. Not one player has done really well in this season, obviously, because we're so bad in the league. If I go for the average ratings, I can show you who's been the best. Neville Southall, surprisingly, our 40-year-old goalie, the former Welsh international and Everton goalie, he's actually had the best, and he's a goalie. So 14 appearances, average rating of 7.27. You can see here a couple of others. Both goalies are in their average ratings. Bradbury's actually done pretty decently, an average rating 6.62. He was on our shortlist. I took him off the shortlist because you can see why. 19 appearances, just 2 goals. So I was thinking he's not worth it. He's only 23 years old though, so he'll be going back to Crystal Palace on loan, and he's actually been transferred listed by Crystal Palace anyway. As obviously we can't buy him because we got no money. Uh, you're probably wondering what is the current state of the money, and here's the finances. We're still 13.8 million in debt, um, nearly a million just this year alone. Obviously, trying to get the wage bill down, but even that won't do anything about it because we need to have a good team of players. So obviously, we took a risk getting Maradona, and it hasn't paid off sadly. But it's always fun to get Maradona into the game just to see what he does. But let's look at the goals. We haven't scored many goals. Dean Wendas is our top scorer of 9 goals. Nicky Banga got 5. Maradona actually got 4 goals. That's in the total season, of course. This is not league goals. Um, he had 2 in the league, 2 in the cup. And we've had a couple our loanies. Mark Paul, loanee from Southampton, 5 appearances, 3 goals. In fact, he's actually scored more goals than Bradbury has, and Bradbury has played 14, 15 games more. So let's go to the league and I'll show you what the league status is. This is just with, let me see, 5 games to go. Sunderland are got the playoff position, and Wolves, Birmingham, Sheffield United, Norwich, QPR, Tranmere, Bradford. And then let's go down, and here is what's happened. Portsmouth have been relegated already. We are soon to be relegated, I'm sure of it. We've conceded 81 goals. We've scored 27. We've won 5, drew 9, and lost 27. 27 we've lost. So out of our 41 games played, we've lost 27 of them. Now, I will carry on this save until eventually we do, it very likely do get relegated. Then I'll see what the game does for the next season if we get some of the debt cleared. If we get none of the debt cleared, and we might play a couple of games in the second division. So it's clearly I don't think I'm going to get the sack. I think I'm staying around. Second division, we'll then see if we can survive, and then from that, I'll make a decision if to carry on the save or to try a different save. And I've already got an idea of what the new save might be. So if I just show you where we're going to might be possibly going, we could possibly go into the Scottish divisions and try and Partick Thistle. Because the reason is Partick Thistle have got a amazing amount of decent, really good youngsters when you first start the game. It's amazing that, for instance, this is Willie Howie, Patrick Thistle. He's only 16 years old, but look at his stats. Stats for a 16-year-old. This is amazing. So it'd be quite fun taking charge of this club just to see. Here's go Edwards, 17-year-old, pretty decent. Some of these stats are better than some of my first teamers down in Oxford. It might be fun to take charge of this side and see if we can get them from the second division up to the top league in Scotland. Now, of course, the status of Scotland is always as it is today, even 25 years later, not in 1999, 98, 99, is that the Scottish League has always been dominated by the top 2 clubs, Rangers and Celtic. Uh, I think it's only gone back to, was it the mid 80s when Aberdeen won the championship, that it hasn't been Rangers or Celtic. But if we look at the Rangers team here, you can see all the really good players they had, and some famous names there, of course. Let's see if we can spot some of them, like Kanchelskis, Andre Kanchelskis. This is after he left Man United. He then went to Rangers. There we go. Yeah, that's one. Van Brockenhurst, who actually became a manager as well. Only 24 years old, so he was rated 5.2 million. So you can see the job, how hard it's going to be for getting the Scottish side right up to the top league. But it'd be a fun challenge. We go to Celtic, obviously, because they're just as good as well. And some really famous names here, like Stubbs, the English defender, who was a Bolton player, then went to Celtic, who also became a manager as well. And Henrik Larsson, of course, amazing Swedish international, doing very well. He hasn't got that many goals in the league though. Yeah, so we might just do that. But I want to see what happens to Oxford when eventually we do get relegated, what the new season will bring in. But now, quite a few of you want to know how the game is simulating the top leagues at the moment. Who is winning The English First Division then, or Premier Division actually, just became the Premier Division. It's Arsenal. Arsenal, but only just on goal difference over Liverpool. Man United are third, then you've got Chelsea, Leeds, Leicester, Derby, Villa, Coventry, Middlesbrough for the top 10. And then getting down, looks like Sheffield Wednesday are going to be relegated. Then it's going to be between Southampton, West Ham, Nottingham Forest. God, look at Spurs. Spurs are down in 16th place. Wow. So let's look at see if we can see any stats here. So Dennis Bergkamp obviously is average rating, amazing player, really really good player. Um, so he is top rating. What about, let's see the goals. Who's the top goal scorers? Michael Owen. Michael Owen and Bergkamp, and then Anelka. So Arsenal got two top scorers there. So it's Michael Owen, the wonder kid, as he was then, 19 years old. He's got that amazing goal against Argentina in the World Cup '98. And yes, a couple of famous names here. So we'll continue the game. I'll show you a game at least on this episode. Thanks for tuning in. And obviously, as I go, as I always say for these Championship Manager Series episodes, is that if enough people are watching this, then we will carry on. If I don't think enough people are watching it, then there will not be a part 5, basically. So I'm hoping a lot of people still like this series. It's the only way I know if the series is popular or not, is by amount of views. So I always say if it's over a certain number, then I will carry on. And part 3 has done very, very well. Thank you so much for watching part 3. Um, and we'll see how we're getting on. Okay, so we're home to Barnsley. So Terry Brown's been sacked by Hayes. Okay, Stephen, all these clubs are sacking their managers. I'm surprised I'm not. Nicky Banga has resumed training 10 days. Okay, so we will stick to, this is the tactic I'm using at the moment, which is done a little bit better than the previous tactics. Yes, we did lose 3-0 to Sheffield United, but we did lose Dean Windust after just 17 minutes, which did not help. So I will let's click by sort by position. That's it. Back to the version I like. How did the other superstars in this side getting on? So we've got Paul McGrath, the former Man United defender. He's actually done all right. Nine appearances in the league, 4 sub, 1 goal, 6.46 average rating. Vinnie Jones, now more famous being an actor, he's done not particularly brilliant. He's had 8 yellow cards in just 16 games, so he's definitely the heartland of the club. 17 appearances overall, 6.45, not amazing. So we will just check the tactics. We've got Windass. I don't think Windass has not been suspended, so we've got 2 pretty low fitness here. Tate and Francis have got to be replaced because they won't last. So I'll take Francis and put the Loney in. Thompson will go back as backup. I might put the kid out because he's got nothing to lose here. I might put him as a sub because of course in this game you can get 2 subs. Put Vinnie James as sub number 2. Right, so Paul Tate's got to be the next one. Okay, so I need to put Martin Gray will be in. That's an easy one. Put him in. Diego's at 87%. I'll keep him, but I will put, I think, a midfielder into the one of the subs, which will be Vinnie Jones. So Vinnie Jones will take over from Maradona. Don't think I'd ever imagine saying that. Actually, let's put Bouchamp as a sub there. Yeah, we've got nothing to lose in the game now because it's clearly it's very likely we're going to lose the rest of the games and get relegated. And we need a miracle basically to survive now because we are 9 points away from Huddersfield with only 5 games to go. That's 15 points, so 9 points, 15. Yeah, you can work out that we need to win our last 3 of the 5 games, and Huddersfield need to lose all of them. So I very much doubt it's going to happen. But anyway, let's kick on and let's go to the next game. Outside proceed the match. So Oxford against Barnsley. We'll put fast speed on and then kick off and see how we're getting on in this one. There's no sound. Turn the sound off on this. But already Barnsley have had a shot. We are very lucky to get at least 5 shots in the game. We've never gone over 5. Despite numerous formations I'm trying, we just haven't found a formation that suits our club because I think the morale is very low, and also that there we go, 1-0 down already after just 6 minutes. Um, the opposition, nearly all the other sides are better than us. We even struggled against Portsmouth and they've got relegated. Oh look, we got a goal. Our lone E, that's his 4th goal of the season in just 6 games. He's been a little bit injury prone, hence why we haven't played him too much. But oh, come on, we deserve some luck. It'd be lovely if we avoid a defeat in this episode here. Maradona, it's a corner to us. Maradona takes the corner because, no offense to Maradona, he didn't really have any height advantage in the box, so I'll put him as the free kicking corner taker with Bujamp. Both those are probably the most talented players we've got. Well, obviously Maradona would be the best by far in the side, but the thing against him is that he's 38 in this game and all his main stats have deteriorated due to age, really. But this is an impressive little performance by Oxford here against Barnsley. Um, every time I see Barnsley attack, and of course you can see they're having more attacks than us at the moment, that I keep thinking they're going to score, especially that we've conceded nearly 90 goals this season. Oh, are we going to get Bradbury? Come on. Bradbury's only scored twice in his 19 appearances. Windass. Windass is staying on the pitch for a change. So that's good. Because of course in the last game he just got sent off after 17 minutes. We are actually doing better than we have done recently. We've had more than one shot on goal because we've actually scored it. We've had more chances, but every time I keep thinking Barnsley are going to attack, that they could score and score the winner. So it's half time, 9,000 crowds, very healthy. 6 shots we've actually done. This is actually a very good performance by us. This is how bad the season has been. So we will start the match again. I might pick up the speed a little bit in a minute. So Gray, Bradbury, he's just not scoring goals. Now, how's the fitness of Maradona? Because he wasn't as fit as the other guys. We'll wait a little while. Normally I'd put subs on around 60 minutes, but that could all change if we concede a goal. But you can see Barnsley, actually I was going to say Barnsley are dominating. Well, they are clearly there. Second half has clearly been Barnsley more than us. They're definitely having, oh, looks like pause match. Let's just look, is Paul injured? No, he's alright. So fitness levels, Maradona's on, yeah, I have to put some subs in. I think I have to take Maradona off. He's on 55. So I'll click the tactics button and then the computer will let me do the change when, there you go, when we're allowed to. So take Maradona off, put Vinnie Jones on. I think Bradbury needs to go. Or Bradbury or Paul. No, Paul, I'll keep Paul on because he was actually, he scored a goal. So I put Buchan instead of Bradbury and see what happens. And click yes, resume the game. It's amazing how much simpler the Championship Manager games were of old compared to the Football Manager games now, which is, Football Manager games are literally spreadsheets. They're still very good games. I'm currently playing Football Manager 24. I've gone back to playing it after 25 is not going to be released for a while. And I really enjoy Football Manager 24. But I really do enjoy playing these old Championship Manager games because it's a lot more simpler. Looks like, come on, what's going to happen here? Hold on, Oxford, you can do it. Don't score, don't score. Oh, you're kidding me. No. Uh, that is so disheartening. That's how cruel the game can be. We were holding on for a vital point, and despite holding our own, we have lost again. 16 games without a win. That is cruel. You cruel, cruel, cruel game. Still great game though, but that was very cruel. We didn't deserve that. So I'm expecting us to be announced that we're relegated soon. Let's click through all this, go through all the leagues. Nothing yet. I'm just waiting for this news. And there you go, Players of the Year's award. Bergkamp's won a Player of the Year. Runner-up was Anelka, both Arsenal players. Carragher's won the Young Player of the Year. Wow, he's only 21 in this game. Okay, now a TV pundit. Um, James Cook's back. Oxford's actually win. Oh, the reserves have won the game. Whee, well done, reserves. Four Wheeling's back, beating Crew 2-1. Well done. How did the reserves get on, by the way? Yeah, their form is not as. That was their two wins on a trot, beating Wolves and Crew. Yeah, well done. At least the reserves are doing better. West Ham have lost their boss. Harry Redknapp has actually resigned, so he didn't get sacked. So we'll play this Crew against us. This will literally decide if we are going to be relegated. The only perk of that was Huddersfield did not win. They lost as well. But we are 9 points behind with just 4 games to go. It's not looking good, is it? So let's look at the tactics. So okay, most of the players are quite fit. Maradona's at 86. I might have to put Maradona as a super sub. So I might put Tate on. And who's I'm going to sacrifice? I'm going to sacrifice Vinnie Jones. Put Maradona as a super sub. 90% for the others. Yep, that's fine. So I'll keep that as it is. Whelan's back fit. 450,000. Yeah, he needs to go back on. Robinson and replace Robinson. There we go. Gilchrist seems to be doing okay. Yeah, I need to keep my valuable players playing. And yeah, it's just sad that the club's going to get relegated. Keep Paul on. I might keep Francis 96%. Windass. Is Banga? No, Banga's still injured because he's 23 appearances, 5 goals. Okay, let's play this game and that'll be the end of this episode. See how we get on here. Away to Crew. Crew are doing not as good as us. I'll make the speed a little bit faster. This very fast is actually very, very fast. So we'll keep it at this speed. But obviously, I think if we lose this, then we are literally confirmed as relegated. But who knows? Even scoring, if we score a goal, it's quite an achievement. If we score 2 goals, then I can't remember the last time we've actually scored 2 goals. So, but there's always hope, and be interesting to see next season when we're obviously in the lower division, how well we'll do. Oh, there we go. No offense to all the second division sides, but their quality is not as good as the first division sides. Oh God, we're definitely going down here. Crew scored 2 goals in just 2 minutes there. Obviously, if nothing's changed, like the money situation is still bad, and we're struggling the first couple of games in the second division, then I will probably call it quits for the save, because no matter how I try to improve the side, it's just not improving because of the money problems and the lack of players coming in and the lack of players leaving. Come on, Bradby. But we'll see what happens. Be interesting to see what the end of the season does to the club. The club might even come in and someone might invest money into the club. We might get a new chairman or something like that. But this reflects actually what happened in real life, because Oxford did get relegated quite a few times and eventually dropped out of the league in 2004, I think it was. But I think what we'll do, I'll put very fast. It's obviously, I think to me, that we're going to lose this. Let's look at the condition of the players. 77, 76, yeah. None of the players are doing well. Bradby, I think you might even get dropped eventually. Martin Gray, oops, sorry, Maradona. Maradona's still Martin Gray. Yes, commentary speed's on fast. Let's just quickly go through this. Oh, penalty. Who's that for? Oh, it's for us. Windass scores a penalty. There's some life back into the club. Oh, and then Crew then score again. That life didn't last long. Let's just carry on for it. Oh, yeah, we're getting hammered by side. That is, yeah. So we lost 4-1. Oh well. So that should be us relegated. Yeah, we're officially relegated. What a sad way to end the season. Oxford are relegated from the First Division. And as you can see here, I'm still at the club. I haven't been kicked out. Let's see, what's the job information? Are we in? No, we are not. We're still fine, surprisingly. Let's look at the confidence. Our players with general concern about becoming concerned about poor league performances. Well, we haven't got any money, that's why. Plymouth has sacked their manager. We go to FA Cup, Man United, Chelsea FA Cup final it will be. And let's just skim through all this. So what I'll do is I'll carry on with the rest of the season, what's left of it. I don't want to put you guys through the heartache of how crap we are. We've only got 3 games of the season to go. It's obvious that Sheffield Wednesday have been relegated from the Premier Division. Watson's been selected for Canada, so that's cool. At least the reserves are doing better than us. Okay, they promoted their assistant manager. That's cool. So I won't show you the portfolio games. So next time you'll see us, it will be probably the beginning of season 2, as we're in the second division. But you might see me as the Oxford boss, or you might see me in a completely new save. So we'll be interesting to see what's going to happen in the next episode. That's if, of course, people want to see another episode of this. I am enjoying this series, even though it's been pretty dire for us. But yeah, let me know what you think of this episode, what you want to see. If there's any particular players you want to see, then please let me know, and I will find that player for you who was in this game. And then next episode, we could either be with Oxford in the second division, or we could be starting a brand new game. But anyway, this is Donut Daniel saying goodbye. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you haven't already, please subscribe or send me a like at least. That'd be great. And you guys take care. Bye bye for now. What are your thoughts about this game? Please let me know in the comments. Many thanks for watching this video. Greatly appreciated. If you like this channel, please send me a like or subscribe.